Hello, everybody. So today we're going to just real quick, maybe, I was going to say, settle this master volume business on the DSL40 CR. But we're not going to settle anything. What we are going to do is, just talk specifically about to dime or not to dime the master volumes on this amp. And I think I kind of addressed this already in my master volumes video. I've got a video that we did just for that, but this keeps coming up again and again and again. So I figured, okay, we're going to just, we'll A/B them, just like I do with everything else. And we'll just compare just these things. So we're going to compare just, the same tones on different channels of this DSL40. We're going to compare the same thing on different channels, and I'm going to try and match the volumes, between doing it like I normally do with the master volume set, somewhere in the middle of the dial appropriately, or just balls out, cranking them all the way up, and let you hear the difference in the tone. I've just been sitting here doing this for a little while, a couple minutes, and I don't buy it. I'm calling bullshit. If you think that this amp sounds better with the master volumes turned all the way to 10 versus anything else, I think that's just your personal preference. I don't think there's any foundation for that in what I hear out of this amp, and playing. And so anyways, I've thought, maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong all the time. I'm a creative professional. I'm so used to being wrong. Half to 3/4 of everything I do is wrong and comes back, and needs reworked and redone, and do this and that and stuff. So I could be wrong, and I come into this today like, dude, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've missed something here. So even got my earplugs, and I tried, like really loud and stuff. And so for one thing, I wanted you to hear this I'm recording this through this Zoom stereo recorder, which you can see down here in front of me is sitting about 1.5 feet from directly in front of the cone of this speaker. And I'm doing it that way, there's plenty of recordings of this amp through 57s, and, like anything else through 57s, like they're on this channel probably. What we're talking about here is what this thing sounds like in front of you. And that to me is different, and people might argue with that too. That to me is kind of different than mic'd up tight with a 57 or something else, So that's why we got this going on. So this Zoom is right in front of me. The gain on the mic, the built-in mics, is what we're using on this Zoom recorder. It's the H4n Pro, and the gain is turned down to like 9, which is really low. 9 out of 100. It's really low. So. And I'll still, if I turn this up too loud, I'll still totally bust out those mics, the level on those mics. So I'm going to try not and do that on this video. Like I said, I did get my earplugs out and tried this out at super loud volumes, because this amp will go super loud. And, I'm sorry. I didn't think, if anything, I thought it sounded crappy. The louder I got it, I don't know. It seemed like it seemed crappy. So, anyways, let's get into it. As far as the clean channel goes, no discernible difference for me at all. Now, generally, I don't have a camera on my dials and settings. If you want to see how I set all my stuff up, look at my other DSL videos. There's lots of close-ups of that stuff. I generally, on the classic gain channel 1 on this amp, I generally have the volume all the way up and the gain at like 12 o'clock. And then I just do the volume from the master volume. And that works great for me. Again, I've been into this in my other videos. But so let's talk tone. What do we hear a difference in here? I'm going to go ahead. This is an American Strat with DiMarzio injectors and bridge and neck pickup positions. So we're going to go to the neck position. So that's how I generally have this amp set up, and that's the totally reasonable volume. We can bring that up a little right, if you want. But it's fat and thick. Not a licks type player. I don't So I'm going to do that same thing over and over again as we go through this. So you just hear the same thing coming off the guitar. Just kind of a bluesy little riff. And so that's what it sounds like. That's with the master at halfway and the volume on channel 1 turned all the way up. So let's reverse that. Let's pull that volume down. Let's turn the master all the way up. And I can hear it. To me, there's something not there, actually, and I'm going to try and fix that just by turning it up, the volume on the channel. Give it a little more. A little more volume, maybe, still will give me it. I'm not a fan. I prefer this. To me, there's something popping out, and I didn't even hear this earlier when I tested this out. There's something popping out in the high range, and you might not hear it on this recording. But there's clarity in the upper register that's not there. There's a poppy kind of when I'm hitting that first. That there's a jangly coolness when it's like this and not blown out. I don't know why that might be. Just think about the way tubes work. You know, you're not getting a lot of gain and tone from your power tubes. You are. I mean, it's the base of the tone. To say you're not getting your tone from the power tubes would be a lot of bullshit, but you are. But do they have to be driven to the max? Again, I don't think. I'm thinking about the components within a power tube. You know, plates and such. Do they have to be heated up all the way? Do they have to be driving at the max? No. I don't think so. In fact, in most things, in my experience in the world, are best at like 75% of full with a little bit of headroom. But that's another conversation. So that's clearly, to me, that's clearly a case of the clean channel sounds better with the master volume not all the way up. Let's go to the next. It's a crunch channel. So here we have again. And that was the neck position. Let's do certainly louder there than our clean channel. Bridge pickup. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll the volume back, dime the master. Immediately, now that I know what I'm kind of feeling out or looking, it's missing. There's the high end's not as good with that master volume down. Reverse it. Clear winner again, and a caveat is somebody's going to be out there being like, yeah, but that amp's not turned up loud enough. Your ears need to be bleeding. And again, I'll say no to that. Let's go on to the third channel. This is our mild ultra gain. This is with the master volumes, like I have them, not maxed out. Alright, let's hear what it is That's with the master volume maxed out. Muddy. That's how it sounds. Instantly, I hear muddy. I came into this like, every intention of saying like, yeah, there's not much difference. Personal preference, but this is with the master volume dime, and it's muddy. Maybe I need to get this amp up into ear bleeding territory before I can tell the difference. As high as I can go without blowing out this recorder. Let's hear that loud, but not. It's not as noticeable, for sure, at louder volumes, but I still hear it clear as day. High gain, I'm guessing it's going to be even harder to tell because there's so much more gain. But, you know, let's see. Wait, bridge we go. That was not done. Let's go ahead and go to the fourth channel. Ultra high gain. All she's got. This is with it dimed. Master volume dimed on the sorry, wrong master. Seems to me like something's not quite what I want. Let's reverse it, turn the master down. Okay, I'm done with that. Clearly, again, to me, the master, that amp sounds better with the master volume not dimed in a normal fashion. And so even as I'm sitting here and thinking about the ramifications of saying such a thing, I'm thinking the instant, you know, pushback is going to be, well, you don't have it loud enough, maybe. I might argue with that too, dude. I play clubs in Nashville. You don't turn your amp up loud anymore in clubs. Like, if you're depending on, this is a 40 watt amp. If you're depending on driving your power stage 100% and then driving your pre-gain stage at like 50% or more, you know how loud that's going to be? That is so damn loud. I couldn't do that here in Nashville. Nope, no way. They would not allow that. It's way too loud. You just don't need to. So I'm going to say for absolutely this amp, in my opinion, has more clarity and more definition and less muddiness on all four channels if you do not dime the master volume. So that's my opinion, and I hope you find that useful. Who knows? Tear me up in the comments if you don't. I'd love to chat with you, and anyways, have a good day. We'll see you in the next one.